So today I'm going to be ranking each Tales of the Hunger Game victor on this tier list. So last time I did it like just by games, but this time I'm going to do it solely by victors. So I'm using the same tier list as last time because I was too lazy to create a new one. So yeah, let's get started. So the first one, obviously, we're going to first start off with a D tier by putting the 76th and the 86th games in the D tier. I'm sorry this is so small, but I couldn't make it bigger. Okay, obviously these two are in the D tier because they're Daltons. Dalton tier. And we all hate the Daltons for obvious reasons. Next up, I'll go with the 77th games. So the 77th games, I love Geranio, but I don't see him enough, so I'm gonna put him in the C tier. He gets drunk, and we don't really see him enough. In the series, he's not really like a turning character, so I'll put him there. Next up, Asha Sito. I really hate her, but still, you gotta like respect her, cause I mean she plays a pretty big role in the series. She's like smoking and like bullying other tributes. Next up, the 79th game's Maxima. So I'm putting her in the B tier as well. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for doing this, but Maxima's just not. I mean, she lives in the mountains. We don't see too much of her. But she mentors Ross, so I might put it in the A tier. Yeah, I'll put it in the A tier. Next up, Finnick O'Dare Jr. I love him as well. He's pretty cool. Mainly, I love his father. Finnick is my favorite victor of all time. Ava Barrick. I love her fighting style. I love the games. I like how she like made armor. But I'd say she's either B tier or C tier because, like Gerania, we don't see enough of her. Lynette Laurier. I love how Lauren created this victor. I love how like her character development. Really love how she changes throughout the story. So I'll put it there. Easter, C tier, because we don't really we don't see enough of Easter. Estelle, she's alright, I guess. I put it in A tier at max, but I think because I'll put it in the B tier because Estelle, I like her, but again, we don't really see enough of her. But she is mentioned in other stories, like Rubius's games, for example. So I'll put Estelle in the B tier because I like her. She's cool. Madison. Madison, she's very interesting. I like her. She's funny. So I'll put her in the B tier as well. She's not like, A tier good, but she's decent. Sheaf, you all love Sheaf, but I don't really love Sheaf as much as you guys do, so I mean, just to stay alive, I'll just put it in the A tier. Limerick, decent guy. District 4 victor. Not quite as crappy as Aeneas and Rubius, so I'll put it in the C tier, because he is, like, definitely below Lynette and Asha, but definitely above Aeneas and Rubius. Rue Mellark. So, Rue's pretty cool. First District 12 victor since the Reclamation. I'd say she's definitely higher than Madison and Lynette, so I put her in the A tier, because I wouldn't say she's, like, higher than Finnick Jr. or Sheaf. Next up, GIF, or GIF, whatever you want to say. Interesting, but, I'd say GIF, he's not really the best victor. He's like, how do I describe this? I don't know how to describe this, but I mean, he has too many children. How about that? Delphine, decent. I put her in the same tier as GIF. Sandy, same tier as GIF. Mainly because these two victors, they're undermentioned, so we don't really get to know what they're like, other than like the games they won. So we don't really get a lot of that. Mirai, I'd put her in the S tier because her games are probably one of my favorites. They were really, really cool. Mirai was pretty pog. I loved how she teamed up with Cayenne and Delaware, so that's pretty cool. She's definitely above Maxima. You know what? Honestly, I think I'll move Finnick Jr. up here. Next up, Dollar. He's definitely above this tier, and somewhere in this B tier. Or higher. I mean, we don't see enough of a dollar either. Well, I mean, we'll get dollar tomorrow, I think. Or the day after. Yeah, for the District 1 games. But definitely we could see more of dollar. He's, like, I don't think he's mentioned very frequently. So I'll put him in the B tier for now. Atomica. Not gonna lie, I was starting to like Janice. Because, like, it was pretty cool, like, his prison, like, dictatorship. But I'd say Atomica I'd put in... I'm going to go with... I'm gonna go with A tier, because I like how she, like, goes, like, camps out in the woods for 2 years afterwards. I love that. She's, like, a hermit. Anyways, Ross, I don't really like District 14. I don't find it as interesting, because their, like, primary, like, industry isn't anything, like, important. Because they're farming, they're, like, a farming district, right? So, that's sort of like District 11, so I'm not really a big fan of District 14. I found, Ross's games are, like... Well, I mean, because there were grenades in that game, so I found it, like, uninteresting. Well, like, unrealistic. Even though I like Ross, but still, he's a C tier. Elijah Heath. D. Because Elijah was not the very favorable victor. Let's just say that. I mean, we were all, like, waiting for her to die, so... Anyways, Casco. I'd say I'd put him in the B tier. I love how... A tier, actually. I love Casco. He's sadistic. Hehehehe. I just like how Casco's so sadistic in, like, his murders. So, that's why I like Casco. Next up, Selena. I'd definitely put her in the top tier for... Basically, she only earns that tier for murdering Aeneas. And also, I predicted her victory. So, yeah. Okay, please don't bully me for my opinions. These are just my opinions. There's a link in the description to this very tiered list maker. Comment down your opinions down below if you don't like my opinions. So, yeah, that's my tier list.